Hey guys, today I will talk about gold. I will take a look on the yellow metal, and I will talk also about the U.S. economic data because today and later today the U.S. Services and manufacturing data could really shake the markets, could change the sentiment in the short term, could bring us new opportunities. So I will talk about gold today. Risk disclaimer here and the support if you have questions, guys. It's very important to understand that trading is risky. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance. Thank you, guys. So later today, after what happened earlier today, the UK flash services PMI was reported in the contraction territory. German flash services PMI was reported in contraction territory. The Eurozone flash services PMI confirmed and reported contraction. French flash services PMI remained in the negative territory, in the contraction territory. So later today, guys, the US is to release flash manufacturing PMI, which is expected to drop from 49.0 to 48.9. Nothing really important here because the manufacturing sector is already in contraction, but very important, the traders are expecting the flash services PMI to be reported at 52.1 points versus 52.3 in the previous reporting period. The indicator is expected to signal only a slowdown in expansion, but after what happened today here on the UK, Eurozone, German, and French, maybe the US, or I don't know. No one knows what will really happen, but maybe, and we cannot exclude the US flash services PMI to report contraction as well. Okay, and if this scenario will take shape, and if the US economic data will come in worse than expected, don't forget that we'll have also new home sales. Canada is to release its retail sales, and in my opinion, poor US economic data later today. Right. Also, the Eurozone consumer confidence. If the economic data will come in worse than expected, then probably the price of gold could jump higher, could extend its growth. Please take a look here. I believe that I talked about the gold. I've talked about this falling wedge pattern. I've talked about 1,885 as support, key level, downside obstacle, an amazing rally, retreat, and right now it has jumped above the immediate high. So probably, or maybe we'll have only a temporary retreat. Maybe the price of gold, the yellow metal, could only retest the immediate support levels, downside obstacles, before extending its growth. Yeah, after this amazing rally, a retreat is natural. It remains to see. It could hit this demand zone or this demand zone before jumping higher. Personally, I'm looking maybe for longs, but yeah, as I've said, the price of gold, the yellow metal, will jump higher, should approach and reach new highs, should extend its growth if the economic data will come in worse than expected later. Okay, and yeah, personally I have an ascending pitchfork here in the short term. Let's try to use this pivot here. Yeah, maybe I will use this pivot 1, 2, and 3. You can see that the medium line represents a dynamic resistance. It has retested this dynamic resistance. It had resisted only false breakouts. That's why minor retreat is natural in the short term. But as I've said, if it comes back to retest this zone or the lower medium line, this zone here, it could develop a new bullish movement, a new upwards movement, and that's why, guys, personally I'm looking for longs maybe in the short term after what happened here, massive sell-off, guys. Okay, it has escaped from this falling wedge pattern, rally retest, a new rally, maybe a temporary retreat, but I believe that a new higher high or a temporary retreat here could bring us new potential longs on this market, and the US economic data could be decisive today. And in my opinion, poor economic data, yeah, also maybe in line with expectations here, consumer confidence, Eurozone consumer confidence, or poor Canadian retail sales data maybe could force the price of gold to extend its growth, to jump higher, okay, to jump higher. Yeah, and after reaching the resistance levels, a temporary retreat is natural, but as I've said, the fundamentals will move the markets, will shake the markets, will could send the price higher if the economic data will come in worse than expected. Okay, this is my opinion about gold, and I will come back with new high probability setups later. Risk disclaimer, guys, risk disclaimer, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Instagram, follow us, learn to trade, our website, and please you can hit the link below this video if you want to join the VIP group. Bye bye.